Yeah. Listen up. I was walking down the street when out the corner of my eye saw a pretty little thing approaching me. That I never seen a man who looks so all alone. Or could you use a little company? If you pay the right price, your evening will be nice, and you can go and send me on my way. I said, you're such a sweet young thing, why you do this to yourself? She looked at me, and this is what she said. Oh, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free. No, I can't slow down, I can't hold back. Don't you know, I wish I could. No, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Till we close our eyes for good. Not even 15 minutes.
Coming to you from the heart of the Dirty 30, it's South Alabama's #1 podcast, Drive Time with DJ and KJ.
Good Friday morning and welcome to the best, worst show ever.
Manscaped.
What a week it's been.
Man.
A week of the quarantine. Good morning, Tracy Steele. James Peach is in. Good morning to you. Let's see who else we have in here. Earl Crook. Good morning, Earl. Deborah Mullis. Good morning. Sean Haver. Good morning to you. Jesse James. Good morning. Darlene Mulder. Hillary Emmons. Good morning. Mitzi. Good morning. Miss Carol's in. Good morning, Miss Carol. Miss Gail's right behind her. Good morning, Miss Gail. Cody Fowler. Paula Billingsley. Good morning to each of you. Robin Maples. Good morning. Wendy Williamson. Good morning. Jennifer Glass is in. Good morning. Karen Peters, Joanne Collinsworth, Joshua Gibson. Good morning. Hot Rod. Good morning, sir.
Hot Rod.
Raymond Stewart. Good morning, Ray. And he agrees. The absolute worst show I've ever stumbled on and love it. Thank you, Ray. You've been with us from the beginning.
That's right.
Christy Deschler's in. Good morning to you. Good morning, Kenwood.
Good morning, DJ. And, yes, what a happy Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
Another week in the books.
Yeah.
Good morning, Kinsley.
Good morning, Kinsley. So, good morning, Regina Strickland, Chris Baker. So, as everyone, and I may not even should say this, but I don't care. Is everybody getting stir crazy?
Tell you what.
I mean, you know, all this, what do they call it? Sheltering in place. Good morning, Andrew Robertson. There's Maury. Maury, how's the rug sales going?
Good morning, Maury. Leroy's in. Good morning to you, Leroy.
Morning, Leroy. Yeah, I mean, people got to be getting a little stir crazy. I mean, you know, I mean, at some point, and I've said this, the news going to wear off of this sheltering in place. Did I may not should tell this, but I'm going to tell it because it's 6:05 and we're not really probably on, I don't care. It doesn't matter. And if we can talk about ODB yesterday, we can talk about anything, best I can tell. So,
open mic.
Do you realize that there is a, let me see how to put this in a very PC correct term. There is a prophylactic shortage and toy shortage at this time. No food shortages.
I was not aware of that.
No toilet paper shortages. Yeah. But I read that this was on every major news reporting outlet yesterday. I guess all this sheltering in place, people took it literally.
You're getting after it.
Hey, like, look here. We can't get out and go walk in the park. We can't get out and do this. We can't get out and do that. We got to stay in shape.
Hey, cardiovascular.
Oh man, I'm not joking. I read that for real. I mean, that's I just didn't make that up. So, some news of note, if you will. Look at there. There's the Deacon in this morning.
Good morning, Deacon.
Good morning, Jordan Morgan, Dustin Varner, Raj. Good morning, Raj. All the beaches in Alabama and Florida have been closed.
I saw where that started going down yesterday afternoon. They finally pulled the plug on them.
Yeah, they did. And you know, I don't know. I don't know about you, but I think there's some really like big months, at the beach, spring break, that time period being one of them. Obviously Memorial Day, July 4th, Labor Day, the Blue Angel weekend, obviously, is at Pensacola Beach. But that's going to be it's definitely going to change things.
Well, and I think the uncertainty that goes around all of it is, something that weighs heavy on people as well. I mean, they are shut down as of yesterday by the governors of the respective states, but who's to say when they open back up?
Well, yeah, that's right. So
hopefully sooner rather than later.
Well, and the great thing about it is, good morning, Lou Nager. Did you see any of that information yesterday that they put out? We were talking about the scientist, the malaria drug.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They were having some great success with that.
100% success.
Yeah, okay.
They tested 40 patients that had it, and it cured. Not just like got them through it. It cured.
How quickly does that take place?
Well, here's the thing. Oh, tell me, how long did it take to cure? I didn't.
They didn't. A couple of days or a week?
They didn't put that information out. But, but the way they act, the way that it read, and the way that the president and them talked about it yesterday, I don't know that it took that long. But what I didn't understand was the whole. Well, we're gonna have to take. It may take a year for clinical trial. This drug is already in. Bayer gave the federal government 3 million pills of it yesterday.
Okay.
So, I spoke to our good friend Danny Cottrell yesterday morning. By the way, and wanted to pass this along for Danny. If you do business with the Medical Center Pharmacy and you need a prescription filled, they have a drive-through set up Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And if you call, they would much rather deliver it to you. I mean, they don't mind. He said they would prefer to, deliver it to you. But if you'll tell them that you want to pick it up outside, you've never got to get out of your car. Now, listen, for all you folks sitting there thinking they got drugs on the sidewalk. I think the controlled stuff is still inside.
Yeah.
I think they have to go in and grab it.
Yeah.
So, and they do have an officer posted up out there. Yesterday was Brian Wesley.
Okay.
I said, Wesley, what you going to do if somebody runs up here and just form tackles this table and starts trying to eat stuff? He said, well, I hope it calms them down. I said, well, but anyway, Danny was saying that medicine had been around for a long time. I want to say he said 70 years or so.
Okay.
And he did say it might be a little tough on, the elderly population but as he pointed out, there are a lot of medications that are tough on the younger and the elderly.
Yeah.
So, anyway, wanted to pass that along from Danny. Good morning, Ashley Morris. Hadn't seen that name in here, and I'm glad you're up this early this morning.
Good morning, Ashley.
Shannon Stillwell, good morning to you. Who else did I see there? I saw Amanda O'Gwen. Good morning, Amanda. Jennifer Taylor, good morning to you. Chevy Ann, good morning, Chevy Ann. Miss Kathy Douglas, good morning, Kathy. So, Danny, he seemed to be, when we were talking about that trial that they had, he seemed, because of his respiratory thing, he said, hey, look, get it out. If that's what it does and takes. Now, I don't know if that means you got to have it before they'll give it to you, or if it's something that they'll just start giving to everybody, which means you won't ever get it. I don't know.
You'd have to have a prescription to get it.
Well, I think, or maybe not. I think so, but I don't know. But think about polio. Somebody mentioned that. I don't know if you and I are old enough to remember. I don't remember it, but I know that when we were young, you used to have to get vaccinated for it. Well, once you got vaccinated for it, you were never going to get it. So I think that's kind of what they were looking for. I don't know if that actually is the way this drug worked out, but it'd be awesome if it did. Yeah, FDA red tape. I I don't know how long that, if it takes 12 months, that's just too long.
Good morning, Randall Mallard.
There he is. Good morning, Randall.
44.
Gina Moy. Good morning, Gina.
Gina, want our oil change. She's coming in today.
Good.
She'll come in a little bit later this afternoon.
Awesome. So, those couple of things. So, any of you that were planning on heading to the beach, is Kirkland still open?
I think Kirkland's still open. If you went to Kirkland, you're going to be oblivious to this. I think you'll be fine.
Oh, you won't even know this is going on.
Yeah.
I tell you right now, I've seen a lot of memes. The one meme that kind of come to mind to me, if you ever ate a lot at Mr. B's, I'm sure most of us can get through this. And I don't mean Mr. B's food was bad. I don't mean that at all. It was great. I mean, fantastic. What I mean is that I don't know that the health department would have scored him very high in today's society.
I don't think so.
But I think that's what made it so good.
Sure.
So
you were talking about vaccinations and whatnot. Did you, when you were coming through, did you have the chicken pox and the measles?
Oh, yes.
You had both?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
When did that play out? People stopped getting chicken pox and measles.
I maybe somebody in the group can tell us. I'm not sure. You got a movement, or there has been in this country, for what they call anti-vaxxers, where they don't want their children vaccinated. I mean, I'm not saying that's right, wrong, or different. I don't know. Sure. I'm just saying there's a lot of folks that if you read, a lot of people don't like it.
Yeah.
So good morning, Reed Joyner. Reed's down on the coast down there.
He is.
What's the coast looking like down there, Reed? Since the beach closings and that kind of thing. Mando Gwen says those meds are for treating. Vaccine is a year out. Okay, well. Clobber and Rob. Good morning, Clobber and Rob.
Morning, Robert.
Dustin Varner. McCall Beach is probably open. You'd be oblivious to all this going on there, too.
Not trying to be a rebel rouser. I'm just asking a question. If you walk out on the beach, there's going to be somebody there to ask you to leave?
Well, I mean, you would think so, yes. I don't know that that's the case. But,
Okay, well, Dustin said he's never had the chicken pox. He was born in 92. He thinks his age group.
I graduated in 92.
Yeah.
And I can tell you right now, I had the chicken pox. Did you?
Oh, yeah.
He said he's never had it. Well, Miss Carroll said that MMR shots your children get as babies are measles, mumps, and rubella.
I remember the measles vividly.
Yeah, that was a pretty...
I remember, you were just speckled.
Oh, yeah, yeah. There was some crazy stuff back in those days, though. But what I mean is it didn't like it killed you.
Yeah.
It wasn't that type of thing. It was just you could get, what have you. Because if you read a lot about polio, they say there's a lot of parallels with this in that, it was kind of the same type of thing.
Right.
So, I'm not real sure. All I can tell you is that I'm sure they probably have police on four-wheelers riding up and down the beach. But there again, who knows? I don't know.
I got some intel from Panama City.
Okay.
Panama City Beach is not closing, but they do have officers out patrolling to make sure there are not large groups and that safe distances are being observed.
Well, how are they doing that when the governor shut down all the beaches in Florida? I mean, I'm not saying they can't. I'm just asking, how are they getting away with that if the governor says, hey, well, I mean, we did fish off the fishing pier, and the governor said, or somebody said we shouldn't.
Yeah.
I guess if there's a will, there's a way.
I would think that would be hard to enforce and monitor.
Well, okay, here's the thing. What if you have a place on the beach?
Exactly. That's where I was going with it.
Well, that's what. Yeah, I mean, not rented.
Yeah, no, that's
not.
That's where I was going.
But I mean, if you have for the people that do, what if you have a place on the beach? Good morning, Jason, Caleb. That you, I mean, are they saying you can't go out on that beach?
I think they're just trying to put a deterrent out there. And I mean, I applaud the efforts.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Fran Taylor, good morning. Look at there. Big G. Jero Thomas in.
Good morning, Gerald.
Good morning, Big G. Stephanie Floyd. Good morning, Stephanie. Randy Bell. Big Randy. What's going on this morning? I'll tell you one thing. If you want to sit around and listen to some good storytelling, we need to get him in here one morning and just let him tell stories.
Pretty entertaining guy.
Oh, man. I'm telling you. He's pets being able to transfer. I have not heard. Have you heard anything on?
I have not.
Pets. I do not.
What was the question?
What's the word on pets being able to transfer this sickness? They can't have the virus, but I've heard they can and cannot transfer it to humans. That's Clobber Rob asking that question. I'm not sure. So that's a fact, Ray Stewart. There's no doubt about that. Good morning, Joanne Collinsworth. They started running everyone off yesterday, off the beach yesterday. What beach was that, Joanne? Good morning, Philip and Carrie Brown. They said all public, private beach. Yep, they did say that for sure. Water skiing was still visible.
Would they stop? When they say beach, I don't want to sit here and split hairs with them. Can you go fishing?
I don't know. I mean, I honestly, that's the answer. I don't know. With closing the beach, I don't know that closes boating.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that they, but there again, if you're supposed to be, of course, you can't get no more social distancing getting out in the Gulf.
You're by yourself. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, if you're by yourself. Now, if you with a few folks, that's going to be tough. But I'm not real sure. Oh boy, you just get what yeah. Moria sent us a thing that says PCB will not be closing their beaches. I just don't know how they're going to do. How are they getting away with that? Are they basically saying to the governor, we don't care?
I don't know.
Is that where, and you've been part of that, is that where the National Guard would get involved with something like that?
If it was a directive from the governor,
or the state,
and they chose to fight that fight, then yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Bell said they have not canceled bass tournaments in Camden. Well, bass fishermen, you got to watch them.
Yeah.
They're going to go up there and try to win that money. That's for sure. Good morning, Danny Rowland.
I'm kind of in line with what Miss Carroll just put there. I think they're just trying to break up some of the
spring breakers.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I kind of can see it from both sides on that. And think about it. You being a second sandbar veteran.
Yeah. Key holder.
Nighttown veteran.
Mm-hmm.
Caches. The list goes on and on. When you're younger in that age, you think you're invincible and nothing can bother you, that kind of thing. So you don't look at it from the standpoint of, hey, I might get this and take it back to mom and dad or grandma and grandpa. You don't look at it that way.
Right.
So, I mean, I see what they're, I see what they're saying. Good morning, Steve Layden. So J.C. James says the CDC says that animals infecting humans is rare and they do not know the exact source of the outbreak. I can tell you this. I saw a report yesterday that said that they were 95, that if China had to come out in December and gave information about this, that 95% of this virus would have been contained. And that was on several sites, not just one. I mean, it wasn't like it was some fake thing going around.
Right.
And I don't know. Have they canceled the tourney at our new fishing pier? You know what? I don't. There's plenty of social distancing available on that pier.
Oh, yeah.
Is it not?
Sure there is.
I mean, you can set up a cane pole and 10 feet down, or 6 feet. Yeah. 6 feet later is another one. 6 feet later is another one. You know, so I think that'd be easy to make happen for sure. But
want to remind everybody that the Bruton City School bus drivers, they're going to be making their routes this morning between 8 and 8:40, and they will have brown bag lunches or brown bag meals for the kids on those bus routes. So if you're in one of those areas or normally ride the bus, be sure to be at the stop between 8 and 8:40, and your regular bus driver will be there with brown bag meals. Pretty cool.
Do you know how many? Is it just one meal or is it several?
I don't know what it was. I saw a couple of pictures on social media on Facebook yesterday, them getting the meals together
right
at the Bruton Elementary School, and it looked like a lot of meals to me.
Well, it did me too.
I don't know.
But I'm with you. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Good morning, Jennifer Silcox. Carlos Hall, good morning. Anyway, let's move on to something unaffiliated with that. Unless you got anything else we need to, we need to talk about with that or going on with that. I've seen where Coach Hubbard and posted some pics up of some of those guys doing self-workouts. And
they're finding a way to get it done.
That's right.
I like it. I love it, actually.
That's right. I did want to ask, did the Y close? Or did they just close the daycare part? Or did they close?
Yes and no. The programs have been suspended.
Okay.
The grounds are still open. A lot of people have moved some of the exercising outside, taking some mats outside. So the property is open, but the programming inside has been shut down.
I got you. Good morning, Lauren Wallace. Pier might fall with a lot of people, a lot of folks on it. I'm going to tell you something. We've been on that pier. It seemed pretty solidly built to me. Now, I do understand there's some areas of concern with concrete not meeting certain specifications, but I think we've all got driveways that's got a few cracks in it as well. Now, of course, it ain't going across a body of water.
It doesn't pass the eye test to me as far as what a newly constructed bridge should look like.
Oh, I didn't say right.
But the other one doesn't pass the eye test either.
Right. I mean,
so, I don't know.
If you're comparing it to the one next door to it, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
O'Clack, good morning. Wanda Green, good morning to you. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I can say this. I think all the state offices are closed. They weren't. We tried to get them on the phone. Of course, there wouldn't be nobody there at 6:30 or 6:25, but we'd try it anyway. Speaking of that, and that kind of thing. Let me check something out here and see what this shows. I saw something that was kind of interesting earlier when I was reading through some of this stuff. Let's see. The BBC reports, now I don't know if that means just over in Britain or means here as well, that car pollution is down 50% year over year due to so many people staying home.
Let's say that again.
The BBC reports that car pollution is down 50% year over year due to so many people staying home.
And how are they tracking that?
I'm not real sure.
That's
some of that, that's kind of like a poll, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't really know how I will tell you something else that Danny Cottrell told me yesterday that was worthy of note. We were talking about Italy and the he was talking about the greater numbers over there
Yeah.
that seem to have it, and then the greater numbers that seem to be, deaths with it. And he pointed out, he said, listen, you're talking about a country that has very little controls on industry. So smog is a real problem there.
Okay.
A large percentage of their population smoke. And he said they have probably the largest population of older people in the world. So he said, those numbers may be
could be skewed a
little bit due to that. So
I've never known that they had such a air pollution problem.
I did not either, but he pointed that out and it made a lot of sense. So it's I do have a breakdown here of what they're reporting. 60% of hospitalizations for the corona are men.
60%?
60%. But in South Korea, 61% are female. So I guess it's an equal opportunist.
Sounds like it to me.
Yeah. I don't, I'm trying to look here and see. That's a good point. They are ground checking every utility system in this country right now as far as sewage and that kind of thing, are they not? With everybody kind of being at home.
Yeah.
I mean, we're figuring out exactly what the infrastructure can handle or can't handle.
Yes, we are.
The city run type thing, not but everyone, so, I did see where they come out yesterday and said they didn't have, was it 0 cases out of the Wuhan province over there in China?
I wasn't following that story.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, hey, listen, who knows if any of that stuff is how about an earthquake yesterday in Utah?
Bad one?
Well, it was 5.4. That's kind of rough, isn't it?
Did we lose anybody on that one?
I can't say that. I mean, I just know that the trumpet held by the statue atop the Mormon temple was shaken loose.
Wow.
Fell out. So it must have got pretty rough.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Rains and pours.
Yeah. Let's see here. What else was it that I was? Oh, wow. Walmart's hiring 150,000 staff nationwide
I did see that.
to meet growing demand.
I did see that.
Positions may be temporary, but they are. I tell you what, I wish I'd got me some blue apron stock. Have you seen that?
I have not.
You know what that is?
I do not.
It's those meals that they package up for you and send to your home, and you cook them.
Yeah.
Their stock has went up 500%.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
In the last, I guess, couple weeks. That is crazy.
Wow.
Is it not? Hey, another great point. Domino's is adding 10,000 full-time and part-time positions
I saw that.
to meet increased demand.
They'll be busy.
Oh, yeah. They will be. And you know what? I thinking about this yesterday, I think, and I don't care what anybody says, anything that ever happens bad, on the other side of it, there's good that comes out of it.
Always.
I think that a lot of the things that we're doing, they said that they're going to allow medical professionals to go across state lines now and practice and that kind of thing. Why, if you've been to school to be a medical professional, why would you not be able? I mean, if you can fix a guy in Alabama or a woman in Alabama, can't you do the same in Florida or Georgia or Tennessee? I mean, I've never understood that.
Bureaucracy. It always gets in the way.
It does, but I think
always gets in the way.
But do you agree with me or not that this is subject to change a lot of that?
Well, let me ask you this, and this will break it down even at a more common level. You just posed the question, How come a medical professional can't go across the state line and administer medical services? I think I've shared this story before. Hurricane Ivan. Reefer truck pulls up, and it's FEMA ice. There's a such thing as FEMA ice.
Now, let everybody know reefer means refrigerated.
Sure.
They hear that.
Yeah.
This day and age, they may.
Yeah. Well, there's FEMA ice.
Sure.
And there's Alabama ice. You didn't know that, did you?
What?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
I'm fixing to tell you. We had a truck of FEMA ice staged in Atmore at the industrial
The park.
the industrial park out there. This is probably 10, 12, 13 days after Hurricane Ivan had come through Escambia County. All our power's back up. People are back living some sense of normalcy. And there was a community in Mississippi, I'm talking 100 miles over the state line, that was still in disarray. They didn't have power, didn't have some of the basic needs, and they requested the ice. I'm sorry, it was Alabama ice that we had. It wasn't FEMA ice, It was Alabama ice. I called Clanton and said, hey, got a truck of ice here. We don't need it. Our need's been met. So-and-so from such and such county in Mississippi has called. Can I send it over there? And they said no. That ice was earmarked for Escambia County, Alabama. And I said, we don't need it. What do you suggest I do with it? And they said, unload it and watch it melt. And that's exactly what we did. Inmates from the prison came out, unloaded. I mean, it was probably, 10,000 bags of ice.
That is just...
It was ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
I mean...
but it couldn't go across state lines. The ice, frozen water.
That's crazy.
Crazy. And that was one example of just the insanity.
Foolishness. Yeah.
The insanity that goes on when you let bureaucracy get in the way of helping people. And I understand rules and regulations. I get that.
Yeah.
But at some point, I mean, we're talking about frozen water, man.
Yeah, at some point, common sense has got to kick in.
It's ice. But it was earmarked for Escambia County, Alabama. If it had been FEMA ice, since it's federal ice, it could have gone across.
That is just crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
That happened. That's a true story.
Good news. No winner Wednesday night for the Powerball drawing.
What's it up to?
Saturday's drawing will be for $140 million jackpot.
Wow.
Or $108.7 million cash payout.
How much?
108.7.
Wow.
So one lucky winner is going to be happy to know that they made out like a bandit during the corona.
Wow.
That's enough to make me drive, since we can't seem to get a lottery together here in the state of Alabama.
Yeah.
I've talked to you about that before. You always told me you'd really have an opinion on it, but I'm going to tell you something. $108 million cash would make you change your opinion, would it not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Let me ask you this. Do you think we could benefit from that tax money and the money off that lottery right now if we had it?
Yeah, I think there's probably a lot of benefit that could come from it.
Even with social distancing.
Mm-hmm. Even with
Are you going to tell me people aren't going to be flocking to buy those tickets?
Uncle Ing's in this morning.
Good morning, Uncle Ing.
Says it's foggy. It is foggy outside.
Is it?
It's very foggy. Those that may be out on the roads this morning, please be cautious. It is very, very foggy.
Do you watch Shark Tank at all?
I love Shark Tank. Probably my favorite show to watch.
New episode on tonight, 7 p.m.
I love Shark Tank. I watch a lot of it.
Dateline. I like Dateline.
I'll tell you something I saw posted yesterday, and I took this for being a fact. I'm assuming that it is. That what's the little Hallmark is going to start their Christmas movie marathon this weekend
and show nothing but Christmas movies. That's awesome.
For the quarantine, just to try to lift spirits a little bit.
That's awesome.
That's supposed to start, I think, tonight maybe.
I love it. That is awesome. I think that's. I love Christmas movies. Yeah. I like the old claymation ones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The Rudolph.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Several more, but I I love all those claymation ones. You know, I didn't know. Well, I'm seeing this now, but there's a Friends reunion movie, I think, coming out. And that, were you a Friends fan?
I would, have I watched a bunch of it? Yeah. Was it something that I set my clock to and really looked forward to week in and week out? No.
Yeah.
I've probably watched more in syndication than I ever did when it was a running series.
I mean, I that's me. I don't know that I watched a lot of it. I did watch a few episodes, mostly because of Jennifer Aniston.
See, I like Courtney Cox.
Hey, listen, I can't say I am a fan of Courtney's either. So, the crazy thing is that read through some of this is I was just trying to figure out here. There's just not anything like album releases. So music isn't like it used to be, is it? I mean, used to when they released an album, it was a big event. There's just not like that anymore. How about Sean Payton coming out, the head coach of the Saints?
I saw where he tested positive.
Tested positive, yeah. Not coming out, but it said he tested positive. I don't know if I didn't read he'd been anywhere, so I'm really not sure. How about this? Are you a history guy? Do you like history?
I do like history.
Crazy, not crazy, but I mean some things of note in history on this date. In 1778, 3 members of an American delegation arrive in the court of King Louis the 16th of France.
Ben Franklin.
Yep.
John Adams.
Yes.
Would Jefferson have been the third one?
Arthur Lee.
Arthur Lee. I would not have guessed that one.
Yep. To present the Americans' case for help from the French in the Revolutionary War.
I'm not going to go too far down this, but I do like history, and I'm pretty familiar with this subject matter.
I think I took American history from your mother.
You did. I'm pretty familiar with this subject area. In terms of boots on the ground, George Washington gets a ton of credit for leading our country through the Revolutionary War, and he should. I mean, phenomenal leader. The stories about Valley Forge and all that have been told over and over again, and I'm not taking away from that. But the guy who really made it happen, in my opinion, and he doesn't always get the credit in the history books, is Ben Franklin. Granted, he stayed over in France, and he winded up and partied and whatnot, wooing them to get involved. But had they not gotten involved, had the French Navy specifically not gotten involved, we'd all be wearing red coats right now.
Yeah, it'd be tough. It'd be tough. So I've been trying to figure out how, we was talking about doing Name That TV theme song. Good morning, Heather Godwin, Megan Salter. Good morning to you. I've been thinking about doing that, but I said, I'm going to wait till next week, because what I really want to figure out is how to do Family Feud. Here.
At teams?
Yeah. Like we can have teams on here. We can have the Maury family.
Yeah.
We could have the Bell family.
That would be cool to figure that out.
I'm working on that. I'm trying to figure that out, and how we can do that.
That would be fun.
Top 5 answers on the board. If I can get a digital board and put up right here, would that not be off the?
Oh, we could do trial race.
Well, yeah, that's it. But I'm saying top 5 answers on the board. Here's the question.
That would be if you can figure that out. That would be cool. That'd be a lot of fun. That would be fun.
Name a word that starts with pork. Oh, guy says
dork.
Starts with pork.
Oh,
it can be a hyphenated word,
like
whatever.
it sounds like.
No, that starts. Name a word or a phrase that starts with pork.
Pork chop.
Pork chop. Number one answer.
Survey says.
Survey says. The next answer that was give was cupine.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'm telling you, man.
No. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, cupine. Have you ever heard anything like that? Cupine. That's like one of the top ones on YouTube if you watch it.
I'm going to tell you something. This is live programming. That if that happens, that could go in a lot of different directions.
But I'm working on it because I'm going to tell you.
That could go in a lot of different directions.
If you have one of those digital LED billboard things, you could put the answers up there, have them covered up. Top 5 answers on the board.
Okay, well, let me get out in front of this. I want to apologize right now for any part I play in next week's programming that may lead to something that is not always family friendly.
Listen, we are going to be family friendly. Okay?
That's good.
I mean, when we was shimmying in here yesterday, I don't know how.
Sweet Punky, go do your homework.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Pork and beans.
I'm ready for that show to come back. God, I'm ready for that show to come back.
My baloney has a first name. It's O-S-C-A-R. My baloney has a second name. It's M-A-Y-E-R. Oh, I love to eat it every day.
Listen, he gonna be thinking about finding a bologna sandwich. We keep going with that.
I want that to happen. That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
I'm working on it. I promise you I am. I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure out how to do it, how to make it happen. And I'm working on that for sure. So I think that'd be fun.
That'd be fun. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
If there's a way to do that. If we could, when it's teams, it's always more fun.
Well, sure.
That would be great.
Yeah. And what we do is get everybody kind of beforehand to say, hey, look, let's get people to throw the names in the hat.
Yeah. Who would volunteer to possibly be on the team?
Right. We'll get some teams picked out.
Yeah.
5 on each.
5 on each.
And we'll start with the we'll start with the question. Let me see.
That would be fun.
I think it would be. I think it would be.
That'd be great. Dun, dun, dun. Now, are you gonna be old school Richard Dawson, or are you gonna be new school Steve Harvey?
I won't
They're
be
both great in their own way.
I'm gonna be a mix.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a mix of them.
That'd be great.
I mean, Steve's off the chain.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But Richard, he was off the chain too.
How many women did Richard Dawson kiss?
More than me and you.
More than Will Chamberlain. How do you take that? My God. I mean, he can get arrested now for some of the things he did back in the day.
Man, I tell you what, that was Michael Ann Allen has the Family Feud game. She will donate. How about that?
That would, I think this could be a lot of fun. I'm already excited.
So they have. Let me tell you something. We don't want to play Jeopardy because Carol will tear us up on that. But so they have
in your mind, how's this going to work?
Well,
we're not going to have people in studio.
No,
it's going to be done.
But here's what would happen. So you'd have the teams, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what we would do is we'd say, okay, top 5 answers on the board. Here's the question. And it'd be for the first round.
Yeah.
And we'd pose the question, and whichever one of the 5 of those teams popped in with the first answer.
The first one that we see.
The first one we see.
Yeah.
And wherever it places on the board, we'd tell them, and then we'd say, okay, well, that's number 4.
Yeah.
What's your answer?
Yeah.
And then we'd go. Then we'd start going to the other 4 team members to start with them and say, okay.
4 answers on the board.
Yeah, Heather, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. That'd be good. Yeah, that'd be good. I'm liking this.
This is Heather. She's been self-quarantined for 13 days, and she likes cross-stitching, and
I like it.
I mean, you know, and you just go down the line with that, and then you work out, you know, point totals.
I like Miss Carol's idea of Bruton-related questions.
Oh, yeah.
Add a little Bruton, a little B-Town
They'd
flavor
all
to
be.
it.
That's
Yeah.
what they would all be related.
Okay.
So, you know, I promise you, we can come up with several questions.
What were the
about that.
mainstays in the display cabinet at Todd's Bake Shop?
That'd be a great one.
Glazed donuts. Twist.
Yeah.
Couldn't get the chocolates that was never in the damn display cabinet.
No, they were gone.
Gone. Couldn't get
sold
those.
out.
Yeah. That'd be good.
But I think that'd be fun. So, you know, we need to do that. I'm going to work that out. And like
we need to work that. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun, especially during these times where we're trying to have to create some fun. I think that'd be good.
yeah, well, we're going to work that out. Like I said, I'd love to have a board.
Yeah.
That would be, you know, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could probably buy one on Amazon or something. You know what I mean? I mean, they've got, I don't know if Amazon's running right now, but I think it'd be great. Miss Gail wants to know, can we win $20,000? Well, you can. It's just the check won't cash.
Please tell me that Big Kenny has a 1970-ish leisure suit in the closet that you could.
Oh, he does.
That you could.
There's no doubt. Hey, man, let me tell you. Hey,
I want you to do that.
I've got a video.
I want you to do that.
I've got a new video. I got a new one. Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you something. Do you think you'd close down the beach to that man?
Hey. Listen, yeah, he'd turn into the damn Zodiac. No.
Oh.
You're not going to shut the beach down to him. He walks out there in them blue jeans and wingtips.
Wingtips and green button up. Sir, where you going? I'm going to sit in that chair. You got a problem with it?
I've got a new video.
Miss Carol says Travis does.
There you go.
This is going to be great. This is going to be great.
I have a new video
I want to play today.
of Big Kenny.
I can't. If it's anything, there's no way it's as good as the last one.
Well, let me give you the premise.
No way it's as good as the last one.
It's he and Townsend foot racing
Okay, it could be pretty good then.
on the asphalt. Now, just think about how that went from there.
He's not scabbed up, is he? Big Kenny.
If I told you he took a Pete Rose, would you believe it?
We've seen it before.
Well, he did it. Oh, we have seen it. Circle of trust.
Circle of trust. Circle of trust. Circle of trust.
Yeah, listen, you're going to love this new one. You're going to love it.
Is today your
gonna love
anniversary?
Yes, it is.
Well, happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you. I should have mentioned that earlier. And
Oops.
it's been listen, anxiety is running high with everyone right now, and I'm going to claim that it is.
There it
with
is.
me.
How many years?
Let's see, 16.
16. All right.
Yes. Happy anniversary there, Jesse James. Of course, we said that before I walked out here.
Okay.
So I guess that's why I didn't think about it. But at any rate, yeah, it involves a Pete Rose.
Wow.
And we have seen that before. You're right. That wheel gave out on somebody and didn't work just right. Richard Dawson kissed over 20,000 women, according to Hot Rod.
It's believable.
How about that?
He kissed them all.
Every one of them.
Every minute ever came on.
How that man didn't get mono, I can't understand. Can you? I mean, he
I don't know
kissed.
how he didn't get arrested.
Yeah. Today he would.
He was gonna kiss them. It didn't matter if they were wanting to be kissed or not.
Have you ever seen Steve Harvey reach over and try to do that? I haven't.
I have not.
I haven't either. So
TV in the 70s was a lot different.
Yeah. Steve, social distancing comes easy. I didn't forget. I actually said it this morning before we walked out the door to do the show. So I just didn't mention it early on the show like I probably should have. And I'll get told about that later, Steve. And social distancing will be in effect probably the weekend. But hey, good morning, Ron Kennedy, Tracy Miller. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Jesse. I'm glad you come in and told that for sure. Yeah, I think it'd be great. Listen, do you know how much fun that would be to do that?
It'd be awesome. I want to play today.
Name something that went on in the 80s at O'Bannon Park. Hit it.
Baseball.
That's a great. That a lot of that did. I'm thinking first thing hits my mind is crossing the bridge. The bridge that was built across the creek.
Who built the bridge?
I want to say, now I may be wrong. I want to say Bernie Sellers.
You'd be correct, sir.
That's what I understand.
I think it was within the Kiwanis Club group.
Yes,
Bernie was the head honcho there, I believe.
I've always understood that. So there's Steve popping at church softball. There's a lot of that played down there too.
A lot of it.
There's so many questions that we could ask about that and do. So we got to work on that.
Yeah.
We got to work on that. That'd be a lot of fun. Name a place that most Bruton high schoolers gathered on Saturday night.
The trails.
That'd be my number one answer. The trails. And didn't have a phone. We had brake lights. You passed somebody, you popped them twice, turned around.
That's it.
That's how it went, wasn't it?
That was it.
Renee, that's right. Hardee's.
Yep.
Hardee's. Remember the outdoor bathrooms over there?
That would probably be, Hardee's would probably be one of the top three answers.
Oh, it would be. No doubt.
If you polled 100 people?
Sure. No doubt. Will you survey 100 people for each question? Right now, Raj, probably not. If we do, it'll be surveyed by phone.
I think we'll do it like 10 people and then just multiply it by 10.
Yeah, that's a your idea.
Yeah.
But as you can tell, I'm ready.
This could be. This could be really fun.
And from Woodmere Drive, it's the Odom family. Oh man, that'd be a lot of fun.
Who were? Let's see. How would you say this? What band of brothers?
Oh man,
were known to cause the most trouble in town. The Carroll Boys. Correct answer. 3 left.
I can name the other 3.
The West Boys. The Parrots. One answer remaining. That'd be the Rosses.
Yeah. Oh man, we do need Manasco's voice for Chef Adams' voice for the intro. Yeah. We got to work that out.
That'd be great.
We got to get that done. I think that might be something that that'd be good. So that'd be something we could have a real good time with.
That'd be fun. I mean, I'm not a creative person, but my wheels are turning here.
Top 3 answers on the board. Here's the question. Name a person that has cleared out Bruton Municipal Stadium. My buzzer won't go off.
Street name Hambone. And survey says 98.
Oh, man. Number 2 answer on the board, Chief Holt. I did the sound effect.
That's good. This is going to be fun. I'm ready to play. This is going to be fun.
Man. I think it'd be great.
I think it'll be great.
I think people can have a good time with that. I listen, who doesn't love the Family Feud?
That would
right?
be great.
Look, D-Top, Hammett, no doubt.
No doubt.
I mean, and the only other answer you could have besides him and Chief Holt getting 1 vote, the last one would be Jake Lewis. He'd be number 3. I've seen him tote a many out of that place. And if he ever grabbed you, you were in trouble.
Game over.
Were you not?
It's game over.
Have you ever felt any man shake your hand? I don't know. We're not supposed to be shaking hands right now. Have you ever had any man shake your hand that hard?
He was in a class by himself.
He was.
He was in class by himself.
He really was. Oh, man. That question right there. We probably don't want to go down that rabbit hole. That brings up a lot of things. That actually happened. So our good friend, and I saw you like this post, so I've got to ask you about it because I messaged and I hadn't got an answer back yet.
Yep.
Our good friend, Shannon Andrews, skipper, was singing about Mother Earth.
Was she?
Well, you ought to know. I saw one of the first names that popped up was yours that had reacted to the video.
Did you notice how many views were on that video?
I did.
Do you know how many of them were mine? I can sing it word for word right now. So I'm working on one now that I'm going to send back to her.
I got to breathe, man. Oh, man. I'm going to tell you something.
Hers is Mother Earth. Mine's Father Moon.
Blue moon, keep on. So you did see it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
I've seen it.
That was I wanted to ask you, would that help in easing your anxiety?
Well, I drove to Birmingham just to ride around. I wasn't going anywhere.
Winning.
Oh, golly, man. Look at there. There's Hazel.
Good morning, Hazel.
Good morning, Hayes
You just
Wood.
missed it, man. You just missed it.
Golly. Snook Findlay, good morning to you. Jordan Roller, good morning. Josh Buck, Dirty, good morning, Dirty. Shelly Riley, good morning to you. I'm going to tell you something. You know, she teaches that in some sort of a yoga-oriented class.
Teaches music?
Well, that kind of meditating type thing. All I can tell you is I don't know how much meditation that you could do during that class. When I saw it, I said, "What in the Danny Zuko is this?"
You sure would want to be caught up in tight-fitting clothing.
You definitely won't be manscaped. Oh man.
Family Feud's going to be a disaster.
Man, I'm going to tell you. Listen,
It's going to be a disaster.
I need to drive 3 hours
It's going to be a disaster.
to calm down.
It's going to be a disaster. It's going to be a disaster.
Family Feud is going to be
great.
It's going to be off the hook.
But it's going to be a disaster.
Yeah, I think it'll run off the rails in the first 2 questions.
We will be apologizing for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, we will. What color were Big Kenny's
Miss
shoes
James is in.
on Destin Beach? I think we come up with plenty of good questions for Drive Time Family Feud. That's what part of the leg looks like.
Oh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yes, it did.
And the whole race is on video?
It's on video.
Oh, my gosh, no. No. When did this take place?
Saturday.
Oh my God.
Saturday about 8:30.
How many times did he bounce?
Obviously several.
I didn't know Bumbles bounced.
Hey, I didn't either. I'm gonna tell you.
God.
He and the best part about it is as he was coming back to Bruton, he gets pulled over by a state trooper doing 78 and a 55.
Oh, no.
And then acts drunk to her. She asked him, "Are you okay, sir?" So I've been feeling a little sick here lately. Can't you help me out with this thing? She said, "You should have asked me that before I went behind the car."
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, and that's on video as well.
God.
Yeah. I mean, but he was cool.
I know that.
He kept us cool the whole time. You know, I thought that was pretty good. But anyway, good morning, Mother.
Good morning, Miss James.
Temple Kinley, good morning, Temple. Natalie Rogers, good morning. PGP. Are y'all still having y'all's feud?
No.
Is that finished?
Yeah, it's over.
I didn't know.
It's over.
I knew that one time you two were.
We were at odds.
Yeah, you were at odds. That's what I understand. Good morning, Lisa Tyndall. So anyway, we got to get that worked out. It's got to appear in court May the 18th. I can't wait to see that. Oh, man. I'm going to have to go to that. I don't know why he'd go to court.
How far were he and Townsend supposed to race? Was it?
Well, Townsend begged
yards?
him. Townsend begged him to do it on the grass.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't have it. He wanted to be on that asphalt. And
what did it taste like?
Well, obviously rash. But he, needless to say, Townsend won.
Townsend finished.
So, he did make it several steps further than Maury did.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say that. But, you know, at any rate, you know, I can tell you that we and talking and looking at it, I think he realized it was a bad idea. Let me just say that.
Bad idea.
Yeah. So we're gonna work on the Family Feud. Good morning, Lily Bug. Cam Blackman. Good morning to you. Look at there, the Colonel.
Good morning, Colonel.
Hal Whitman. I want to congratulate Hal.
Yes.
On,
COI. Citizen of the Year.
Citizen of the Year.
A very, very deserving.
2019.
Long time coming.
Yeah.
He loves this community.
That's a fact. No doubt.
Works tirelessly for it.
That's a fact. Mike and Stephanie Merritt, good morning. Want to look at that. There's brother in.
Good morning, Joshua.
You're going to be representing Big Kenny in court on that 78 and the 55 down here, May the 18th. I can't wait to see that. Good morning to the OG Sherry Weaver. Good morning, Sherry Weaver.
Good morning, Sherry.
I can't wait till this Family Feud comes about. Then we got to figure out how, and I think we can go to Everything's $1 and get the prizes to do The Price is Right. Have people guess the retail price of these items that we stick up on the thing.
Yeah.
Guess what we're going to do? We're going to give them away.
Allegedly.
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 Hey.
I object, Your Honor.
You can tell that's a good attorney right there.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I like it.
Yeah, I do too. I like that. I tell you right now, if I get one, I know who I'm going to call. Because he's free. Or cheap. Anyway, let me say that. Yes, he would, Tracy. Let me tell you something. If you ever pull out on Sile Road and Billy James just pulled out in front of you, just stop and wait about 10 minutes.
He's not going anywhere fast, is he?
No. And, that's a no passing zone here.
Yeah.
So you can't break the law and pass. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Mm-hmm. But Uncle Billy don't play.
It's weird that you just said no passing zone, and I'm sure that you do. Do you remember
Lisa Atkinson, good morning.
On Belleville, passing cars was routinely done.
Yes.
I mean, day and night.
Sure.
Traffic. And I was thinking about the other day when they had that little stretch of 31 shut down and Belleville was, bumper to bumper from the Methodist Church back to the hospital.
That's right.
I was thinking about back in the day, it was very commonplace.
Just pass.
Up and down Belleville.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
But that was back in the day where there wasn't there was no four-way stop.
There was no four-way stop.
There wasn't even a four-way stop at the stadium.
No, there wasn't.
It was just
That's right.
Straight on.
That's right.
So let me ask you, speaking of the stadium, has the Babe Ruth field come to a halt now?
No.
They're still working on it.
Yeah, they're working hard on it this week.
Okay.
They've made a lot of ground this week.
Is that going to only be for Babe Ruth League?
No, the middle school team that's where they will play to alleviate some of the usage of the crews.
Okay.
A bit of practice over there and, of course, play.
So they're going to have press box, bleachers, lights, the whole.
It's funny, and I like the way they're designing this. If I'm correct, there's not going to be bleachers.
Just going to let people come up and chair?
There's going to be pads where you can bring your chair up and sit down, which is kind of what people prefer to do if they have the choice, as opposed to going, and it saves them a little bit of money.
Well,
bringing in bleachers. So, yeah, I think it'll work out nice.
Bleachers sometimes are a little uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. I think it might even be like tiered concrete pads, and you just set your chair up there and watch.
I know at football games and things, you got to have it, because of just the number of people. But Ron McDaniel, there he is.
Good morning, Ron.
Catch-up man himself.
There he is.
Yeah, that's him. No, so they're coming right along with that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I think The Price is Right would be fun.
Yep.
Only problem is we don't have a big wheel to spin.
Yeah.
I wonder if we can call our good friend C-Dub and come up with a wheel.
I doubt it.
I mean, they are kind of shut down right now, but we can try.
Nice to have one.
Yeah, we can come up with a wheel and turn that thing around and put some stuff on it and spin it from time to time. Be something to do. So what else is going on I know we got the weekend coming up. Everybody's been told to kind of, stay at the house. But I got to tell you, I'm going to say it like I said it yesterday. We need to get out and support our local businesses.
You know, I saw some pictures posted on the Drive Time page yesterday. I would like to see a lot more over the course of the weekend, and we hit on this yesterday, and we will probably hit on it, you know, throughout this quarantine times that we live in, and we have to be smart. You know, I totally agree with the staying out of general population and not getting too close in terms of personal contact, but all of our local businesses have made it so easy to continue to still do business. They will meet you curbside, drive-throughs are going to be available, and I don't think it can be stressed enough how important it is that all these places make it. I mean, we don't know how long, we don't know if we're in this, if this is going to be a couple of week thing, if this is going to be a couple of month thing, how it's going to play out. But as we can, we need to support all of these places.
Tracy Miller says they have a wheel at Tallulah Bells.
Really?
That we can maybe borrow.
Interesting.
Good morning, Terry Thomas McCormick.
Good morning.
Cousin Terry in this morning.
Kane Dickey's in.
Morning, Kane.
Wild how he and Ron came in about the same time.
It is. Hashtag, what is that thing? I'll tell you what, man. I'm like you. I think it's going to get a little more dicey in that particular group as this thing wears on. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we need to get out and we need to support these businesses and look, you know, everybody out there right now is willing to deliver or
Tallulah Bells will deliver
curbside service
at Moore Bruton.
Sure. You know, they're willing to make things happen for you and make it easy for you to do business with them. So let's remember that. And, you know, look, we can all run to these big box stores, and I'm not dogging Walmart. I don't mean it that way. Okay. But, you know, your big box stores and places like that, they have funds and means and things, and, you know, they're traded and that kind of thing to make it through tough times.
Corporate backing.
Sure. When you talk about a local small business, you know, I mean, times like these can be extremely tough, and we're talking about the restaurant, the retail business, every business in our area. We need to get out and support these businesses. And, you know, I'm still convinced, and I know I shouldn't say this, but I'm still convinced at some point people are going to be tired of sitting in the house.
Yeah. Well, I think, you know, and we're going to continue to say this over and over again, and I think it's worth mentioning over and over again. When you open up your football program, who do you see in there supporting those endeavors? When you have an all-star softball team or whatever it is that's going on that needs community support, who do you see? I can tell you who I see. I see Davis Catfish. I see Camp 31. I see Tallulah Bells. I see Weavers. I see George's Barbecue. All of them help the wheel go round, and we need to make sure that their wheel gets turned also.
That's a fact.
It's not Bruton without all of them.
That's right.
And these are certainly some unsure times we're in, but I think we can all still do enough to make sure that we come out on the other side if we're vigilant, if we make that choice to do that. And I hope everybody does. And post a picture.
Sure.
Promote all of our businesses. If you're somewhere trading, post a picture on the Drive Time Facebook page, please.
Yes, we want to see those pictures of people out. If you are patronizing one of these businesses, or if they're even delivering something to your house, take a picture with them.
Take a picture of it. Yeah, take a picture.
Take a picture of them out in the front yard,
awesome. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
On the porch or whatever,
awesome.
and take a picture and put it out there and let people know Bruton is open for business.
Yep.
Okay. We haven't shut down yet.
Nope.
Got to make sure people understand that you know, these businesses, we need to make sure and lend that hand to them right now. You know, and we do. And another thing mentioned, check on your neighbors.
Yep.
You know, if you have neighbors, and let them know that you care about them, and if you need checking on, let them. You know, so that's just the way it is. Good morning, Connie B. Connie said, "Good morning, send it to me, and she'll promote it." You know, so I tell you what, I've seen Connie that is sharing a lot of musicians have been doing a lot of live stream concerts, and I saw one where I think Willie Nelson and a couple of those are going to get together and do something. And you know, I tell you, uncertain times doesn't mean anything's just uncertain. I'm convinced of this, and I want to say this. I said this yesterday to a group of people. I'm convinced that on the other side of this is the biggest comeback, bounce back that we've ever seen.
Say that again.
I said, I'm convinced on the other side of all of this, that is the biggest comeback, bounce back, if you will, that we've ever seen.
I think you're right.
I mean, you're talking about interest rates being as low as they ever have. I think there'll be incentives to buy and purchase unlike anything we've ever seen. So, you know, I really do think that we're about to really start getting things, you know, we're going to see things go like we haven't seen them go before. What is it? Heard this from someone who does direct business. China's starting to normalize. So open the doors again, you know, and I'll say this. I hope this makes us more dependent on American businesses.
Sure.
Than in worrying about China or worrying about all of that and all that. You know what I'm saying? I just do. I mean, good morning, Pup.
Good morning, Pup.
Derek and Kayla Raines, good morning. Yeah, so, you know, there's Susan Rhodes. Good morning, Susan. I'm just saying, I'm anxious to see how fast it happens because I'm going to tell you something. There's going to be so much pent up demand for wanting to get out and about and go check things that, you know, it's, I'm glad you did that, Lisa. Miss Patty Mitchell, she's set for a few weeks. That's good.
Yes. Want to make sure Miss Mitchell's taken care of, and I know that Lisa A will.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Lisa A.
There he is. Nelly Rock.
Good morning, Rock.
What's going on? Yes. Thankful for the farmers. Speaking of that, the plants that I want to say it's the FFA at Neal normally sell, I think they've had to kind of take them a little early. And I think they're out at, oh, Lord. Is it Brute and Feed Seed? I want to say it is.
On the 4 lanes?
On the 4 lanes. I may be wrong. I may be the wrong name, but I hope that's right. Susan May can correct me on that, or Jessica, one of y'all can. But I think that is a get out there if you want. Hey, right now is time to get out in your yard, do something like that. You know, so David Jennings, come outside to get this game.
Like right now?
I guess.
Okay.
I
know. Can.
Root and Feed and Seed. That's right. So that's where you need to. You don't see anybody. Yeah. We're in the back cave. I don't think people understand. We're not at over there.
Yeah, we're not at Studio C.
Yeah. We're in the back cave now. So I see Madeline Cave in this morning. They did a lot of work yesterday getting those meals ready for these children this morning.
8 to 8:40.
8 to 8:40.
Go to your bus where you get on the bus at, and your bus driver's coming around with brown bag meals.
That's right. That's right. And that is the Bruton City School System normal bus pickup. They will have the bus drivers come up and hand out those brown bag meals there.
Yep.
So thankful for what Madeline and some of the faculty did. I knew that was coming.
I knew it was coming from him.
Lilac-ish.
I knew it was coming from him.
How about
he's brutal, man.
He is. I'll tell you what, though. I ain't no problem. I'll tell you what, let's do. Since he wants to be brutal. I don't ever have to ask you if you got a poll because I know you do. So, what is it this morning, DJ? Top 5. What you gonna do?
The top 5 Iron Bowl moments of all time.
Oh man, This is going to be good right here. I cannot wait. Top 5 Iron Bowl moments of all time. This is going to be good. Let me get prepared for this over here. All right.
And this is going to be fair. I'm a fair guy.
You always are.
At number 5.
You always are.
Number 5. The 5th greatest moment in Iron Bowl history was the 52-yard field goal made by Van Tiffen in 1985 at Legion Field.
Oops.
Heartbreaker. I was there. Heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Broke my heart.
That was tough.
Number 4. 1997. Jordan Hare. Alabama has the game won. Coach Dubose has to throw the screen pass to Ed Sissom. 3 seconds later, he fumbles. Auburn recovers. Jarrett Holmes knocks in a 47-yard field goal for the win. Last play of the game.
That number 3.
2010, Tubby Denny Stadium. Alabama leads Auburn 24-0. Mark Ingram, who went on to become a junior Heisman Trophy winner, has a screen pass, racing down the sidelines. Going to be at minimum a 50-yard gain. At minimum. Going to set the Tide up in the red zone, 1st and 10. Antoine Carter comes from behind, knocks the ball out. It's a 20-yard fumble through the end zone, which resulted in a touchback, and the rest is history. It's known as the comeback. Number 2 would be 2019. 3rd and 8, Auburn at about the 16-yard line. Sean Shivers takes the buck sweep around right end, meets up with Xavier McKinney on about the 8-yard line, knocks his freaking head off for the whole world to see. Touchdown Auburn. And a car crash ensued. I mean, for sure. And number 1.
Yes.
They're not going to keep him off the field tonight. Oh, my God.
He's going to run it back.
Auburn's going to win the game.
Auburn's going
to win the Iron Bowl. They're not going to keep him off the field tonight. Chris Davis, 109 yards.
Oh.
That's the Ron McDaniel special.
And this top 5 brought to you by our friends at How Much Data Have You Used Today?
I'm shocked. Donald Thompson threw a flag. I'm shocked. I am shocked.
Well,
Birmingham's always getting involved.
Let's have a word from our sponsor who just sponsored that top 5 poll, if you will.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
We'll have a word from our sponsor that sponsored that top 5 poll. Brought to you by How Much Data Have You Used Today?
Hello. How are you today? I'm good. Who is this? Great. This is a courtesy call regarding your wireless plan. Hey. Yes, this is regarding the current line I'm calling to. There seems to be some unusual additional data charges on the account in the past week. Who are you with? Well, let me finish. Well, we wanted to give you a courtesy call to make you aware of this. Who are you with? As of right now, there are $260 in data overages. Who are you with? Well, it seems like an extra 16 gigabytes were used outside of your unlimited plan. What company are you with? You should really be more aware of how much data you're using. You need to shut up. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and charge this to the card on file. Is that okay? No. Well, look, I can take an extra $10 off if we can settle this now. Just give me the word. No. Great. Your final bill is $250. I'll just submit this then. Okay. Oh, sorry. It's already processing. That's okay. Process it.
That was brought to you from our fine folks at howmuchdatahaveyouused.com. So, well, thank everybody. Thank you for howmuchdatahaveyouused.com for providing us with the funds to run the top 5 poll this morning. And, we certainly want to thank all of you for making sure that your data is in line what it should be. Ron McDaniel says he has an unlimited plan. Thank you.
And he does.
Yeah. Well,
he does.
We're sure of that one, Ron. I can tell you.
He's a bully.
Yeah, he is. I'm gonna tell you, Monday there will either be a wheel in here, or there'll be maybe not Monday or Tuesday. There'll be some sort of digital display up here because I'm excited about the Family Feud.
I think it'll be great fun.
The Drive Time Family Feud.
I think it's going to be a disaster, but in a good way.
It's going to be a train wreck. And look, and everybody loves a good train wreck,
yeah.
do they not?
It's going to be a disaster. Yeah. Oh,
They
yeah,
do.
absolutely.
They do.
Yeah.
And, so
Yeah.
it's going to be a train wreck. So, look, we're going to have a great time with that. So, hey, look at that. Nobody's shutting the farmers market down. Starts April 4th.
That'd be great.
That's good. Old Flembo, Fleming Farms. Well, I'm sure they'll be set up
taken care of.
Set up down there among others. Connie B can probably let us know who that is. I'm working on something as well. Spoke with our good friend Steve Layton yesterday. I'm working on something as well that I'm going to get with you after we get off the air and get you to kind of thinking about as well. Something we can do. So,
Okay.
working on something there as well that will be something fun, and never forget about that golden egg. Pay attention.
Pay attention.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
You need to make sure that you're always paying attention. You never know about that golden egg. You never know. You can't ever tell. I guarantee you this. Social distancing, staying, what do they call it? Mandatory whatever, lockdowns or quarantine. I guarantee you one thing. If we watch it go on much longer, we just going to have to buck the tide and figure out how we can get people out and about. And I know how to do that.
I think you do.
Yeah.
I think you do.
I know how to do that. And I don't think there's many businesses in town that would have a problem with me telling everybody. I used to tell you it wasn't in a business.
Yeah. Pay attention.
You might want to pay attention. So anyway, good morning, Jacob Salter. Bammers must have a rep on this show. Well, they do. It's called This Desk.
Well, when you're fair, you don't need representation when you have a fair guy in place.
Right. You don't need. I mean, Miss Gail says she's ready for the Riddler to come back. Well, hold that thought, Miss Gail.
Pay attention.
Yeah, hold that thought. You can't ever tell what may happen, but I don't know that we need a Bammer here. I don't know how well that would. I take it back. We've had fun with some Bammers, have we not?
We have.
Hazel was in earlier. Doesn't Hayes live in Utah?
He does.
We should have asked Hazel about that ground shaking yesterday out there.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it.
So, am I? Oh, there we are. My question is this, and Connie May can answer this question. What if, or how is the market? And I'm asking because I'm trying to figure something else out. How is the market park or the farmers market? How is that able to still go on? I'm not saying it's a bad thing; it's a great thing. I'm just trying to figure out the way that's working. In as much as we're all told to shelter in place and all this kind of stuff. I say shelter, but stay at the house. That's what I'm wondering. So
I just lost my feed. Am I the only one?
Well, no, I did too there for a second, but it came right back. So yeah, mine came back. Yeah, we're good. It was kind of crazy there for just a second. Thank you, MediaCom. That's another one we need to call, get back on the phone. Well, nine's gone now again. There we go. There we're back. That's another we need to get on the phones, MediaCom. Did you get yours back?
I'm not back.
Well, mine was back.
I'm seeing some scrolling, some posting, but I don't have video, which just as well, I guess.
Hold on just a second. Let me see what's happening here. Things are going too good. That's what it was. Yeah, hold on a second. Oh, that ain't it. Yep. Okay. Let's see if it's back now. Yep, we're back. Wait, let me refresh this here. We should be good. Yeah, we're good. I think. Hold on. Or else thing's running so slow it won't. Come on, golly.
Shelly Riley says it's good on her end, but I don't know if that's I'm getting a late post or.
I don't know. I don't have any comments showing. I don't have anything showing. It shows live. It shows us shutting. Let's see. I don't think this has much to do with. This got to be Facebook. Yeah, it's got to be Facebook. Dropped here to Not, I mean, looks like. Let me do this. Good old Facebook. Dead air.
We're done.
No, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, we're not supposed to be. Come on. I mean, this has got to be Facebook because YouTube is still going strong. Okay, there we go. All good. We can see everything you're doing. Yep. Okay, we're good. We're back up.
All right.
DJ's top 5 calls this is what Donald Thompson said. So there we go. We're back. Thank you, MediaCom. You think we ought to call them?
You think it'll do any good?
Well, no. They'll have to shut us down again. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to work something out. Not work something out. I'll have something in place for that tomorrow. So we're back. For those of y'all that losses that we lost there for just a few minutes, we were talking about the farmers market, and I was just trying to figure out how that's working because, I want to make sure. I mean, if people can get out and support that, we need to get out and support it. That's a great thing, but we also need to figure out how to make that work for our businesses locally.
Yeah, and I'm assuming it's along the same premise of curbside service.
I would think so, and that's why I'm saying, we need everybody to get out and really get out and make a point to get out in town and do that.
I'm going to take a picture and post today. I did a couple yesterday, and I hope everybody will kind of catch on and do that. There were several yesterday, and I appreciate those who did post, but we need to make a conscious effort.
That's right.
I'm going to tell you something, and I believe this. I really believe this. Viruses are contagious. You know what else is contagious? Energy. positive energy is contagious, as is negative energy. I'm a big believer in energy.
Yep.
And if we get a lot of positivity going,
Yep.
and still got to be smart about it. I'm not saying that. You don't have to have one without the other.
Nope.
We can be smart about it. We can be in small groups and keep safe distances and still support all at the same time. But I believe in positive energy, and I believe in Bruton, Alabama.
You know what else is contagious? Laughter.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm like you, I believe in Bruton. I think we can all do what we have to do to make this thing work out and get through all this. And I'm telling you, it's going to come out on the other side bigger, better than ever. Mm-hmm. We just got to make it and got to help each other do it. So we just need to keep that in mind. So, yep, you're on to something, DJ. Kimberly Johnson. Good morning, Kim. She said, you're on it. You're on to something with that. And I agree with that. I mean, energy is definitely contagious. Positive energy is definitely contagious.
I'm telling you.
How much positive energy did you feel after watching that song? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, you know.
I drove to Birmingham. Bought some gas locally. Got a soft drink for the ride. Protein bar. And off I went.
Some Cheetos. Was it? It said something about some Cheetos.
I saw that. I don't know who that was.
Oh, man. I'm going to tell you something. Understand this, okay? Next week, we're going to have some folks on, some local people on. They may not know it yet, but we're going to either shame them, dog them, or cuss them into doing it. Otherwise, we're going to get on this platform and use it for things they don't want us to use. Okay? That's not a threat. Yeah. That's a promise. So if you're camera shy, you better get over it. Because right now is not that time. We need people out here letting people know everything's going to be all right.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be okay.
Bob Marley sang that.
It is.
You know?
It is.
A lot of people saying that, but everything's going to be fine.
Hazel's back in. Hazel,
tell us about the ground shaking out in Utah yesterday. I'm sure it was, crazy for sure. Shelly Riley says she's still running KFC Taco Bell drive-through only. Half staff, but they're open. Hey, thank you. Let me tell you something. You got to have that original recipe. I mean,
good stuff. Whew. I remember when the KFC opened there where the H&R Block building is in the Jalisco's parking lot now. That was a KFC.
I remember that as well. It had a big bucket on the sign out there on the pole. Mm-hmm. I want to tell you something. It was weird. I want to tell you something. And Raj was in earlier, and I hope he's still in. If you do not frequent the Spuds there next to the thrift store and right across from
City Hall,
mm-hmm. that gas right down from George's, if you're looking for some good food, mm-hmm. they've got it. Have you been in there?
Oh yeah, I've had the Philly steak and cheese sandwich.
Listen,
a dozen times.
They have got it. It is their food is delicious. You need to check it out. Go down to Country Express. Go down and check it out. Chicken is off the chain. Their wings are unbelievable. Sweet chili, all these different flavors. They're fantastic.
And if you go today, take a picture. Post it on the Drive Time Facebook page.
If you go anytime in the next 2-3 weeks, take a picture. Let me tell you this. You never know what we keep saying, take these pictures.
Pay attention.
You never know.
Pay attention.
Somebody may take a picture, and there may be something in that picture. You just don't know.
Pay attention.
Need to pay attention. That chicken is the business. I agree, Kim. It is off the hook. It is amazing. And I'm telling you, I hadn't had a bad meal from there. But so, it is fantastic. Aftershocks for hours. Golly, man, can you imagine?
It'd be a scary deal.
And everybody's already kind of hunkered down at the house. I mean, that kind of would be crazy. At any rate, I've never, and I think you kind of grew up the same time. I've never been into this gaming thing, like these video games and all that kind of stuff. They claim that's big, huge right now with everybody kind of hanging out at the house, that these people are sitting up and doing all that kind of thing. need somebody to explain to me how. I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying I don't understand the premise behind it.
You know, it's to each his own. Me personally,
Well, sure.
I'd rather watch paint dry.
Or soap carving.
Or soap. Oh, yeah. I'm going to do that.
Let me ask you that.
I'm going to do that. I've got about 12 bars of soap to cook right now.
Is that still going on?
I love it. I'd never left that. I know the show left for a time. I'm not telling you I'll watch it every night. I don't. There's not a week that goes by that I don't at least watch some of it. I love it.
How about that? Raj said while they've been working on the hotel, they've been feeding the workers with all local food places.
That's great. That's the way it should be.
That's fantastic, Raj.
Thank you, Raj.
I'm going to tell you something. Raj is another one that's always there to put a hand out and lend a helping hand and that kind of thing. So good morning, Mickey. Mickey cutting that hair over there. Mickey Howington over there at the barbershop.
Yeah. Good morning.
Jeff Booker, good morning to you. There's Connie B back. Corey Pittman, good morning, Corey. Hot Rod's into the pimple popper.
No, I'm out.
I'm gonna tell you, I can handle some of them, but some of them are just too graphic, man. I can't get past it. Some of them are just, they're just too graphic. But he ain't right, man.
Could you imagine if he was one of the contestants on Family Feud?
The Wood family won't be part of that. I'm gonna tell you. I can tell you right now. Whose house got tore up the most from any party ever in the city limits of Bruton? Martha and Wesley Woods. I'm telling you. Good morning, Marvin Davis. I'm going to tell you, that's a gamer right there. You remember a couple years ago at the Dash Bash?
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't Marvin. That's Marvin Henry I'm thinking about. But you remember Marvin Henry? Mm-hmm. Man, you talk about a gamer? That's a gamer, for sure.
Oh, yes.
No doubt. Jonathan Oza, that's just nasty. Hayes said he contained it. Hayes, I'm going to give you credit. That was a long night on Long Boulevard, no doubt, Connie. No doubt. We didn't see Hayes for about 2 weeks at school. Hayes was absent. I guess it was excused. Maybe it was unexcused. I'm not real sure. But at any rate, we're going to get together on this Family Feud over the weekend. We're going to have to, hopefully by midweek, have it worked out and get the teams going and figure out who the teams are going to be and, get that. That'd be great, Naomi. That'd be great. McDowell Lane was clogged up. All of them up that way was clogged up. So it wasn't just one. It was that was a long night for sure.
I want to be on one of the teams.
You do?
I do.
Well, look, okay, that's fine. Only problem is you're going to see some of the answers.
Okay, well, yeah, that wouldn't work then.
Yeah. So
that wouldn't work.
I don't know how you're going to do that.
I want to play. That's fine.
But we can figure that out.
Yeah.
Got to go. All right, Shelly. You be safe out there. And go make them tacos and that chicken. Make sure it's going. Keep that thing going. Also, Huddle House is
they'll deliver. $12 order.
Yep.
Minimum.
Or carry out.
They'll carry out or deliver in the East Bruton area. Thank you, Lewis, for doing that, for offering that.
That's right. There she is. Good morning, Allie Sawyer.
Good morning, Booker.
No surprise there. Fair guy. There she is. Good morning, Buck. Darlene Curry, good morning. Camp 31 set up outside for your convenience. Go on down and just remember they're cooking everything to order.
Chef Adam, I'll see you today.
There you go. No, sir. We have not had a positive test in Escambia County, have we?
There have been no positive test released by the Alabama Department of Public Health as of yesterday's report.
There you go.
There'll be another one this morning between 9 and 10.
That's right. Matt Carter says he's got to get back to building a fence. All right, Matt. Have a good one out there. Danny Smith.
Morning, Danny.
Y'all go see Danny drive through at the Pizza Hut. Get all your favorites over there. So, number one answer on the board.
I'm out, Donald.
How many times did you see someone looking for that?
I fear Code Red would be called.
If, oh man, DJ Ron McDaniel, Trent Davis, and I would love to have you. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I don't think that the chemistry on that team would be all that great.
Do you remember what they did to Santiago, Private Santiago, and a few good men? Okay, I ain't that guy.
Go Red.
Yeah, I'm not in with that.
Oh man, the first answer's got to be Foxtail.
What'd he say?
Ron McDaniel. He said, great idea. The first answer has got to be Foxtail. Oh, man, golly. I'm going to tell you, some of y'all are just like, y'all are way out there.
They're mean.
They are.
Mean.
I mean, man.
Bullies.
I'm going to tell you, some of them are just too far out there.
Tell you what, man.
You know?
Push you around.
I mean, it's kind of crazy. But that's all right, you know. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Next week's going to be a lot of fun.
Next week's going to be fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
I can't wait. Not wishing the weekend away, but next week's going to be fun.
No. It's going to be fun, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. I'll tell you what, man. I really can't think of anything else this morning. You know, we've talked about all the people, the business is going to be set up outside for carry out and the restaurants and local businesses. I will say this. We are, you know, if you need service on a vehicle or anything like that, let us know. We'll come get it. Yeah.
Yeah, we will.
We'll save you from having to get out of the house. We'll take care of it for you. No problem. We'll bring it back to you. Anything we can do to help you with that, not a problem. So just let us know. Hayes wants to know if anybody's hiring him, Brute. Might have to move back for a job. Hayes, you got a job. I promise you. Just come on back.
Absolutely.
Come on back home. You know, so, we can work that out for sure. Like I said, get out and support these local businesses.
These are serious times. They're in some instances they're scary. These are serious times. We have to fight for Bruton, and I'm being completely serious about that.
That's right.
We've got to fight for Bruton to make sure it's here when this thing plays out, and it's going to be. And we're going to do it because that's what we do here. Bruton strong.
Yeah. We listen. You've been tuned in to the best, worst show ever. Okay? And the thing about that is that what DJ just said, we are all about bringing Bruton and Bruton back strong. And not that we aren't strong, but we're going to be stronger than ever after this.
Absolutely.
You know, get out, support your local businesses. Let's make sure everybody, you know, keeps your sanity. If you run out of toilet paper, let us know. I mean, I promise you, we got shop rags, pine tree limbs. You know, there's leaves. I mean, there's all kind of ways to take care of that kind of thing. All right. You know, I mean, that's just absolutely, Melanie. No problem. Come down and see DJ at Peach Ford. He'll take good care of you.
We'll do that.
All right, DJ, let's get out of here.
It's been a great morning. Appreciate all of you being in with us. One more time, encourage everybody to stay safe as you can. Support our local merchants. Trade with them as you can. We have to do that. Y'all be safe this weekend. We'll see y'all on the other side next week. Love y'all.
Wasn't looking for a fight. They give me all you got. I want your money, not your life. But if you try and make a move, I won't think twice. I told them you can have my cash, but first you know I gotta ask what made you wanna live this kind.